Hey everyone, it's Mike here from Clicked Marketing, and in this video we're going to go over some of the specifics around how to silo your content on your websites. So let's go to the computer and get started. In the previous video we covered a little bit about what exactly a silo is and went over some examples of how a silo might look on a website. If you haven't watched that video yet, I'm going to put a link down below. I'm going to encourage you to go watch that video first before watching this one. In this one, we're going to talk a little more about some of the specifics of how the link structure can be set up within the silo. So this is a typical illustration of a typical silo, how it might look on your website. We have like we talked about in the first video, we have a silo or landing page, and then it has supporting pages under it. And the silo page will link to the supporting pages, and then the supporting pages will oftentimes link to one another, and then they also link back to the silo page here. And we're going to go over exactly how that might look within the website here. This is a typical web page you might find. You have your header with your business name, your navigation menu, maybe a logo and phone number, address. And then just a typical article we might find on the site will have the title, and then you have your content. You might have some images in here, some internal links, things like that. But this is pretty much how a typical web page might look. So with a silo, what we're trying to do is have a plan and structure in place for our internal links. We're trying to link related content together within the same silo. And one way that you can do that is we're going to use a table of content. Table of contents would allow us to link to all the other pages within the silo. So this might be the landing page or the silo page. And then you add a table of contents here, and this table of contents is going to have a link to each of these supporting pages that we showed back here. And your supporting pages then can actually look the same way. You can use a table of content on each of those supporting pages to put the links to the other pages as well as back to the silo or landing page. You wouldn't want to link, you don't want to self-link to the page, so the first supporting page is not going to have a link back to the first supporting page. It's not going to link to itself, but it would have all the links to the other pages within the silo. This is a very common way of setting up a silo, and it's a very easy way to set it up. Here's an example of where you might see that. You see it all the time on Wikipedia pages. Wikipedia pages, a lot of times, will have a little bit of content at the top, and then they have a table of contents like this. Now, in this case, on Wikipedia pages, it links within the same page. These links will take you to other parts on the same page usually, but it's the same thing, same sort of concept. We're just setting up a table of contents, and these links would go to all the other pages within the silo. No, that's not the only way that you can set up a silo. Another way that you can set up a silo with your link structure is like this, where you can actually bury the links within the page. So you have your content, and you, instead of doing a table of contents, you would put the links within the content. And this gives some extra relevance to the links being in the content like that. It's a little harder to do if you have a really big silo. So if you have like 10 pages, 12 pages, 15 pages, that's a little harder to do. And especially to have all the silo pages linking to one another, because then you have to do that on each page. Sometimes though, you can do it with a little bit bigger silos on at least the silo page, the landing page. A lot of times that's going to be your longest piece of content. Might be 1,500 to 2,000, 3,000 words even. And it's a little easier to mix in that many links within the content. But most of the time, if you're doing this, you're going to do it with smaller silos that are like 5 to 8 pages, somewhere in that range, and you just bury the links within the content. It links to all the other pages within the silo. That's a really easy way. Another easy way to set up the structure, and again, this would be, each page would look like this, where you have these links going like this. The last way that I've seen it done is a combination, where the silo page or landing page will be done like this with a table of content, and then the individual supporting pages will have any links that you want within the silo, will have the links buried within the content like this. So it uses both the table of contents, again on the silo or landing page, but then on the actual supporting pages, you put the links within the content like this. So those are some really easy ways to set up the internal link structure within your silo and how you end up with a structure looking like this. So in the next video, I'm going to go over a more specific example of how I might set up silos on a website. I'm going to plan out like I'm planning a real website and show you like what type of content we put on each of the supporting pages, what type of content you might find on the silo and landing page, and how it all might link together. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.